really, really important in everyday life. It's something that we all got to do. It's something that'll help you. It'll make you feel better and look better and everything. And it'll help your self-esteem. All right. The side effects of being inactive or drowsiness, because you get groggy and tired and you don't feel like doing anything. Fatigue. Whenever you have to go and you start doing a short little trip and stuff, you get tired from walking down too many stairs. You get tired if you have to walk too far, or if you decide to play a pickup game of basketball. You can't really do it anymore like you used to be able to. Shortness of breath is another big one for people that are inactive. You see those guys that you can tell that don't really do a lot of stuff, and they're walking down 3 or 4 flights of stairs, and they got to stop to catch their breath just because of how tired they get. Being overweight is another big one. People, whenever they stop playing sports and become inactive, gain a lot of body weight. Dramatic muscle loss. Because when you stop running and you stop lifting and stuff, your muscles going to go down. You're not going to be nearly as strong as you used to be. And increase in clothing size, which is not good. Because you got to go through, buy a new wardrobe. The fat around your waist and stuff has gotten bigger and bigger. So you got to keep on buying new clothes the bigger you get.
Just move it over.
Right. The main purposes of being active are to make you feel more awake and alert. Because everybody knows after you get done with lifting, that's a really good feeling after you get done with the workout. Because you're refreshed, you're energized, you're ready to go for the day. To prevent excess fat gains, because if you keep running and working out and everything, you're going to keep the fat off, and it's make you feel better about yourself. Because you look better, and when you look better, you feel better about yourself. You're not as self-conscious. You're willing to go to the pool and everything else with everyone. It helps to slow down the aging process. Because if you're somebody, you want to live a long time and you want to look healthy for longer, all you got to do is do like an hour's worth of physical activity a day, and it'll make it so you don't age as fastly. Your muscles are going to protect your joints more. You're not going to have as bad a joint pain because you're not going to have as much weight from the excess weight gain from not working out. And it also helps to make your heart, lungs, and brain function better. The better in shape you are, the better your lungs do, the more oxygen your lungs can get to the blood, which helps your heart to pump that better throughout the rest of your body, and it gets more oxygen to the brain. And those are all things that you really, really need, and it's really helpful to get those. The side effects of being overly active, though, see, a lot of people don't realize this, but there are side effects if you are too active, if you train too hard. One of the big ones is being tired all the time, because you're sluggish, you don't want to do anything. Loss of appetite is another one that results in severe weight loss, because your muscles, whenever you are lifting and running and stuff, your muscles are getting small tears in them and ripping apart, and your body needs time for it to heal. And so if you don't let your body heal, then it's going to take it out on you. Severe muscle soreness, and that's, again, coming from those slight little tears that you're getting each day in your muscle. And if you tear them too much, then it's going to be really, really painful. Loss of energy, because you just don't feel like doing anything. And it also breaks down your immune system. When you're healthy and you're active to a point, it helps your immune system go, and it makes you feel better. You're not as sick, you're not as groggy. But whenever you're too active, your body's too worn out and it can't fight off diseases and stuff, and it makes you a lot tireder. There are several ways to stay active as you get older. One of the big ones is slow pitch softball. Many neighborhoods have leagues and stuff that you can join, and all you do is just get a bunch of your buddies around that are in your class, or you may know from work and stuff, and play in something like the slow pitch softball league. It's pretty enjoyable. Most of them aren't really competitive, so you don't have to worry about if you're not very good or not. Another way is golfing. And golfing is something you can do from the time now all the way up to you're 75, 80 years old. It's not real strenuous on the body, but if you go golfing without the golf course, without the golf cart, and you walk the whole course, you're walking 4 or 5 miles each time, and you don't really realize it because you're having fun, you're enjoying what you're doing, you're out with some friends and everything. But it's a good way to exercise, just going out without the golf cart. Another way that a lot of people enjoy is bowling. You know, bowling's something that many people do. A lot of people like to do it. It's fun. Walking is another big one. Walking, as you get older, is actually easier on your joints and stuff, and it's what many older people revert to as because it's easier on them. It's not as strenuous. They don't get as tired doing it, and it's a really good way to keep off weight. Frisbee is one that many people play. It's starting to get really big. Many colleges have it. You know, and it's something you can just go out with friends or your children or whatever and go out and play. Badminton is another one. It's you know, badminton, pickleball. Those sports are sports that anybody can play. Tennis, you know, because they're all basically the same concept, but there's a little bit of movement, but it's not too bad. You're not straining yourself. It's not like, these sports aren't like football or basketball. You know, they're ways of staying active without putting much stress on your body, because you're not going to be able to play football or basketball for the rest of your life. Those sports are really strenuous. They take a lot out of you. The jumping and the hitting and everything like that, it injures you. And as you get older, your bone starts to deteriorate. And so as your bones start to deteriorate, then it makes it so you're not as strong, and so it takes less and less to injure you the older you get. Okay, so now we're getting ready to do the evaluation so I can see what you know and what you've learned. I'll shut it off.